did not give time for members to prosecute their agenda because there was a lot of interference from those who were supporting the bill. That even the decision that was made, that was on Wednesday, to push to Thursday for finally the Committee of the Whole House, where members would have an opportunity to go through clause by clause. There was a lot of interference that would see members of parliament not able to prosecute their matters on the floor of the House. What would be your response to that, and why do you think members supporting the bill were making it difficult to those who had issues or were pushing for amendments to do their job?
Like I said, again, I'll repeat myself a bit, and as I answer your question, what was happening in the House of Parliament is basically what is supposed to happen. There was a majority who were trying to push out something. There was a minority who were trying to have their say in one way or the other. But as they were trying to do that, we are trying to fight something that has been a big problem in this country, is miscommunication and distortion of facts, which, unless anybody who genuinely had a good issue that would have been discussed, debated, and amended, none of them came up, and I would say none of them came up with anything substantial for the common mwananchi. What they were doing was, it was more of a heckling match from this guy to this guy and this guy to this guy. So basically what I'm trying to put across is, it was wrong, and I saw the majority leader of the Republic of Kenya in the parliament, Honorable Kimani Ichung'wah, state, we cannot use this house as a house of propaganda, a house of misrepresentation in terms of facts that are not verified to some of the people who are actually propagating on the same, who are actually shouting and not making any sense in terms of what they were putting across. So basically, it was just a lot of hula baloo from people who wanted to cloud chase, because if you remember what happened in 2024, it was a really disgusting scenario in terms of we lost a lot of lives because some of the communication that was done, some of the communication was right, some was not wrong. People who had the idea that we needed to also talk. We need to talk as a country. We also need to understand some things as a country. But when we have people propagating for their own interests, then now we are not going anywhere.
Yep. Come on, let me bring you even as a response to him. There is different sectors had their say, had their submissions before various committees on their concerns. You talk about the manufacturers, you talk about the Mutumba individuals, you talk about the retailers of mobile phones as well. Everybody has had their say with regard to what the bill would do and the cost of doing business on the same. And you listen to some of the members of parliament while they were on the floor of the House submitting, there was a lot of interference because you're given 3 minutes and there is constant distraction for anyone to submit. Was there an intentional push to have this bill pass, as it were, without amendments?
And it's actually what I was coming to counter as well. It was deliberate. Everything that was happening in that house was deliberate, and I would back it up by saying the MP for Funyula. MP is called Wilberforce Oundo, said that whoever made this bill might not be a Kenyan and does not live in Kenya and does not understand the people of Kenya, what they are going through, and does not have the interest of Kenyans at heart. The so-called minority leader, Junet Mohammed, he said it does not matter where you come from or what you do. If the bill comes to the floor of the House, now what we do with it is what that matters, and what we will do is what we will do, and whatever we will do is what will go and what will sell. What has that person told you? That we are here to push. We are here on an agenda. We are not here to criticize, to look at things factually. We are not here to intensively negate this matter with fairness. We are here to push what we have been told to push. And with all fairness, in my community we say, by that I mean, whatever meets the eye, you don't need to internalize it. You just see it, you hear it, and you will know whatever it is happening. So when my brother comes here to tell us he is happy that the bill passed, I am not aware where he lives or what he does and the friends he has with with whatever we are having here in the floor of the house. I think he doesn't want to tell us that he is happy that M-Pesa transactions are going to be taxed. Is he okay with the farm inputs being removed from zero rated and to 16%, such that even right now we cannot afford feeds? I'm a farmer myself. We cannot afford feeds to feed the pigs, the cows, the chicks. Most of us we run to Uganda to buy maize jam, Poland, because the feeds here in Kenya sometimes the prices are crazy. But from what we get after this bill has passed, what will happen to the farmers? Is what my brother Geko here is telling me, that he is okay KRA accessing all our mobile transactions. Where is our privacy here? Are we working for the government?
Well, you raise pertinent questions, and apparently this bill, finance bill, seems to be okay or not okay, depending on the political side one assumes. But if you look at it critically, we need to understand that as a country, the budget, we finance it ourselves. And the government operates on only two things: revenue that they get from us through taxes and levies, and borrowing. When you look at it, regardless of your political divide today, are you satisfied when you look at the ending financial year in 2 weeks' time, thereabout, by the performance of our budget?